to join us. Ambassador Manjeev Puri, former diplomat, is with us on the broadcast. Also with us, Suresh Goel, former Indian envoy. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for making time for us. Ambassador Puri, to you first. It seems, as per the numbers that are on the screen at the moment, it's Donald Trump's election. We're not calling it yet, but with the early projections, it seems that the numbers are favoring Trump. Everyone has warned, political analysts, geopolitical watchers have warned that this time, if Trump comes back for term 2.0, he'll come back with less guardrails, perhaps none. What does this mean for us in India?
Parmeshwar, thank you very much. And wearing red, let me endorse what you just said, that it looks his way at the moment. Secondly, migrants has been a big issue here. Let me say something light-hearted to start this bit. Whichever one wins, either the White House or the Blair House has an Indian in it. Feel a little good about it, I say. Migrants matter. They're useful. Talking about guardrails, yes, this is generally the impression of everyone that President Trump, if he comes back, and incidentally, this will be only the second time that such a thing would have happened. I think it's Grover Cleveland, somewhere in the late 1800s, when it happened last time, that somebody lost out and then came back. Look, there is this issue of feeling kind of hurt, insulted, left out, what he claims the election that was stolen from him. And so therefore, going after elements of the Democratic Party, all of those things would be there. I think somewhere he mentioned that one of his first acts within the first 20 seconds will be to fire the special prosecutor. So yes, all that will happen. But other than that, when I look at things otherwise, I look at the Donald Trump possibilities as being more a continuation of what happened in the past. There will be transactional stuff. As far as we are concerned, perhaps in India, general feeling is that we may have a little bit more policy space in the matter, be less sort of looking into what's happening inside here. There might be greater support in terms of the issues that we have vis-a-vis China, maybe on the issues of the environment, fossil fuels, etc. We may have greater space for development where we are facing these problems. So look, India as a country has positioned itself relatively well. We've done well. We have become the fifth largest economy, where we would be a country of interest to everyone. Having said all of this particular thing, I would say that the greatest number of challenges for people outside the United States of America for a Trump presidency would be in Europe. And he has mentioned this last time too, and I'm sure that would continue to be the issue again this particular time. For us, perhaps a little bit more of policy space. But at the end of the day, we are a country that matters, a country that would be of interest to the United States. And for a president where economy is the focus, make more money, etc. there, of course, that doesn't mean it'll all be hunky-dory. Trade, migration, all of those are issues we'll have to contend with.
And you stick by this, knowing that Trump is known to have an isolationist foreign policy approach.
Yes, I completely agree with you. The Democrats over the years have moved towards this hegemonic America, spread the word. That's the kind of thing that they say. Perhaps the world has changed a little bit. And why has it changed fundamentally? We in India like the idea of the rise of the Indo-Pacific. Fundamentally, that means the rise of China, a major challenge. Think about it. The Western world ran the world for a long time with no competition. And now you have a country which is likely to become the largest economy in the world within the next 20, 30 years. So these are challenges. They are challenges which are reflected in the United States. The kind of vote that you've seen Trump gathering right from 2016, what is it? It's, in a sense, I wouldn't say denial of globalization, but certainly the impacts of globalization. We sitting in India are happy with globalization. We've done well. The Chinese are happy. Most people in the developing world are happy. But the old developed world countries, those who benefited by just simply being there, doing their bit, producing the air conditioners and the cars, they want to know what's happened. Okay. Why the challenge? Why the air conditioners are coming from China? Why are the cars coming from somewhere else? What is happening? Why not us? So there is a reaction. And I think you are seeing that over the last so many years.
I've got Ambassador Suresh Goel with us in the studio. I'm going to go one step ahead and say that Trump's winning these elections, or if not, that being the case, what does Trump bring to India in terms of foreign policy? Does it really make a difference for us who's in power in the US?
Vishnu, first of all, I don't really think that I can give it away like this, that Trump is winning. I mean, I look at the numbers. It is around 209. Kamala Harris is going ahead. I mean, I know it's an outlier, but it can happen. And I'm keeping my hope. And I'm keeping my hopes up.
All right.
Okay. But coming to the question that you put, if you look at the balance sheet of what Trump and Kamala Harris would mean really, Trump first. Trump is very transactional. Trump's interest really with India is mostly, it's not security or strategy related. He looks at India basically in terms of trade, economic, largest market, how much can USA sell to India, what does India have to offer in return, etc. Please remember last time also when he was the president, he questioned India's trade policies so often. And this time also he has already declared that he would impose double the traffic on Indian goods, etc., etc. That is number one. Number two, China, which is really the dragon in the China shop, particularly next door to us in Indo-Pacific and across our borders. Now, Trump's interest in China is purely trade related. Most of the US companies, they're leaving China, if they want to leave China, they're trying to leave China, but they're not able to leave China basically because of the investment they have done already, the amount of investment. And many of them have already said that they are finding it difficult to leave. iPhone, for example, is finding it difficult to leave, even though they have come to India and they have done some kind of production.
Right.
Now, if that is the case, and suddenly it so happens that China and the USA again begin to look at partners, trade partners, in a more positive way. How does it impact on India? Where does Indo-Pacific go? Because our policies vis-a-vis China have really been pivoted to Indo-Pacific.